Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth4 for another episode of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. In the last episode, we found this cool place in the grasslands. Looking it up online, this seems to be something for like a summon or something. I didn't really want to read too much into it, but it looks like it's something that we'll be dealing with later. So let's just continue on and note this area in the meantime. But I've just been kind of sitting here listening to this music for a little while, because they made it into like a really nice flowing tune. And I just appreciate it. I enjoy that. It's the main theme and all that jazz. But today we're going to continue exploring this giant area. Oh my god, this Let's Play is going to be big. Around here, man. I saw people saying like this game was somewhere like in the realm of 80 hours or something. It was like a like Xenoblade sized, depending on how you play Xenoblade anyway, because my Xenoblade file was like 200 hours. No, that was my Xenoblade 2. Xenoblade 1 was only 150. So it could drag on a little bit, but that's okay. If a game is good, I don't care how long it is. Sometimes a game overstays its welcome, or you get stuck in side quests and don't complete it for 10 years, like Xenoblade 1 for me. But I still love Xenoblade, and I eventually finished it, and it's awesome. But it depends on the pacing, I guess. That's the problem with like some open world games, where even not open world games, like Tales of Symphonia I never beat because I got caught up in farming those items that increase your stats by 10%. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I just yawn when I talk a lot after not talking, so like the first episode of a recording session is always a yawn fest. Maybe it's a yawn fest for the people watching too, who knows? Can I climb all the way up here? Yes, I can. Heck yeah. But yeah, so I'm just trying to say is Xenoblade is awesome, but like, sometimes you can get a little lost in things that the game lets you do. So we'll see what happens with this game. Yeah, oh, I can see through the... Yeah, I can kind of see through the textures there again. I wish they would have worked a little better on that. No, I can't climb up over here. But what can you do? Just hope for a patch one day, I guess. It looks like they just didn't make this like land solid, and they just stacked a bunch of rocks on top of each other and kept the thing empty, which is probably okay for like loading times and stuff because it's less objects to load in. But also, if you don't cover it well enough, you get cracks in the universe. But it's not enough to like break the game for me. Having like played Final Fantasy 16 recently, it's a very different style. Final Fantasy 16 also has a like open-ish map, but I feel like those maps are also just a little bit more concise in terms of exploration. You really don't have a lot of downtime between areas or between fights or whatever. This seems to be like an actual open environment, which I guess some people might like and some people might not. Like with Xenoblade, for instance, very, very open environments, but there's also enemies like literally all over the place. Did I miss anything down there? Does it look like it? No, I'm not going down. So there's like, there's always enemies to fight. Here, unless I've just been really, really good at skirting all the way around them, like you really haven't been getting into many fights, which I'm kind of okay with, because if you recall, the original Final Fantasy VII had an absolutely abysmal rate for encounters. Oh, is that little, yeah, it's that little pond we found, cool. The Mako pond. So yeah, original Final Fantasy VII, you'd like take a half a step and random encounter. and it drove you nuts because then you'd finish it and you'd take a half a step and you'd get into another one. And some areas are worse than others, but I'm assuming that this is the Chocobo farm, but we'll see. But yeah, so, you know, I guess it depends a lot on how the game is presented. I think I'd prefer less battles to more. I do enjoy just kind of exploring the landscapes just for the sake of looking at them. Like, it's nice when you find something, but it's also these things are definitely important in some way. There's no way that they would repeat another one. What was I saying? It's nice, like, to have stuff to find, but if an area is laid out, like, with purpose, even when those areas eventually are empty, it's still nice, you know? Because somebody made this. If it's like, you know, generated, like computer generated, like when I used to play No Man's Sky, I didn't really explore that much unless I had to. Like, I explored a little in the beginning of the game, and then I just kind of started doing like objective-based things when I landed on a new planet, because, you know, it's all random, so like an area could just be empty because it's empty, as opposed to hiding something more. So you don't really have that same, like, somebody did this on purpose, ooh, feeling, you know? Oh hey, speaking of doing things on purpose, got moos. These little jerks in the original game, who has, you have assess? I don't remember if I assessed you already. Herbivorous creatures that prefer grassy areas. Digging networks of tunnels occasionally reveal springs of water. The tails are too large to be concealed, always poking out of holes this creature digs. Hitting out with powerful attacks, make them flinch and drive them out of their burrows, pressuring them. No weaknesses. There we go. Yeah, they got this stupid spring thing. Were these the enemies that had level 4 suicide in the original game as the enemy skill? I want to say yes. Man, look at that, that's so cool. See, like, even like some of the bear areas, you have stuff like this, you're just like, wow, look at that, that's so cool. And then you move on, but like, it's still cool. It's still a set dressing, you know? I enjoy games where you can just go around and say, oh, this area has a flavor that they wanted to give it, and even if it's like big and open, like, I have tasted the flavor. Can we get up here? I want to go up there. See how far around we can go. Also, yeah, it's the same thing with like Skyrim. If I see like a mountain, especially with a floating tree thingy on it, I feel like I have to try to climb up. You know? It doesn't look like I can, but I feel like I have to try. We were definitely down here already, or down. Oh no, not here. Okay. Boop. As you can see, I have a very, very good method of avoiding interesting areas. I mean, we are near our objective here, so we might actually stop off for a moment and do something. But first I need to see if I can get on top of this mountain, which again is the most important part of our game so far. Let's see, anything I can climb up over here? No. No, it is a sheer cliff, unfortunately. I do like you have that little auto climb thing when you're running, or, you know, pressing O or whatever. No, okay. Unfortunately, our little journey there ends. So let's go on the road here and actually go where we're supposed to, back into the swamp. Or not back into the swamp, but into the swamp. This looks like a trap, but it's probably not. Purple chest, that's cool. Materia? A sleek saber. Ooh, that's a new weapon. Let's see. Cloud. Remember the Buster Sword? Remember when we didn't have the Buster Sword at the end of the last game and now all of a sudden we do? or a public error blade polished into a fine shape and sheen. We could have bought this in COM, I believe, but it's probably better if, you know, we just do this instead. Any materials we don't have equipped now? Let's do that. I like Punisher mode. Okay, whatever. I think we have to be somewhere to upgrade the weapons. I don't remember at this point. Ah, this place is nice. I assume that's like the Mithril mines in the distance.
No sign of Shinra.
Yeah. Looks like an old Republic landing.
Could borrow a boat, make our way across.
Knights of the Old
Then,
Republic?
head on through the mines and keep going till we hit Junon.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Why not? You'd trust these rotting hulks?
I mean, we could.
Let's not.
Then maybe we swim it.
Absolutely not.
This swamp is home to the deadly Midgard Stormer.
Heck yeah, Midgard
Beware.
Stormer.
But
That's the
even if
Zolom.
you're slow, you can rent a Chocobo. We'll see you safely past being nothing if not fast. So just give Bill the word, and he'll pick you out. A bird.
Heck yeah, Chocobos.
Well, can we rent some birds? Can we?
They are dangerous together.
Fine.
I love them. Yeah, so now we're going to go all the way back to that area that I skipped before. Wow. How did I know that we'd be going there? I didn't. Moogle metal. Let's see if there's anything else interesting over here. Doo-doo-doo. Birds! Can we get on top of this? No, we cannot. Okay. I need to try something, though. I need to try something very, very important. And you all know what that is. First of all, let's just see where the bound of this area is over here. You just you know, move our way around. Maybe fight some large bird things. Hi. Can I hurt you? No, you can't. You're a real bird. You're not a bad guy. What the heck is this? Huh. Huh. Interesting that that didn't, like, show up. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a little thing I like to call safety save. And now, we're gonna see if I can jump in the water.
Chocobos first, remember?
No Chocobos, only Zoloms. There used to be something here. I just want to see how far we can go before something tries to kill us. That's all. Is that really too much to ask? I don't think so. See? There's nothing wrong here. Maybe we're gonna have to fight it anyway, but in the original game, you could just run right into the swamp and that thing went for you. And I know that we're not gonna be able to get Beta as a enemy ability this time around, considering that we don't have enemy abilities. But it would be fun to see it happen. Okay, so far
What happened
nothing.
to getting Chocobos?
Yeah, I know. Can I still try to walk into the water? I really can't. You know how much of a bummer that is? That I can't just be a dumb idiot. See something over there. Stop telling me what I can't do. Oh, come on.
Gotta get Chocobos, man.
Yeah. Okay, well, we went as far as we could. Unfortunately, there are no...
Chocobos first, remember?
No, I don't remember. I have memory problems, okay, lady? Sometimes you just want to get killed by a giant snake, okay? Don't look at me like that. Let's just collect some of this. See, these things have little things above them for whatever reason. I'm just gonna explore over here then, since we can't go in the other direction. There's nothing here to this destroyed thing, but we found it, so, you know, meh. Boink. Okay. Well, I guess this means, unfortunately, that we're gonna have to go get Chocobos. Or explore the rest of the map! I don't know, maybe we'll be able to explore the map on Chocobos? So it might be a good idea to actually get the Chocobos? Who knows? This stuff wasn't here before. Wonder if they're just like random spots that things can spawn at. And then when you get a certain distance away, those conditions are or are not met. You never know. You never know. Let's just get a little bit more of the map over here. I do like the different music here. Foresty, you know. And what are you? Mellow Oak. Mellow Oak is my favorite Pokemon professor. Okay. Let's head back now. Boom, 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 boom. Do, 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 do. See, like, where's it going, man? Is that just kind of generally leading us to, like, a something? Chocobo Ranch that way? How convenient. It's almost like that's the road we took. Okay, we'll follow the road this time. We'll stay on the road like a good traveler and see what happens to us. You know, sometimes it's all about the road less traveled. Hey! See, the enemies are on the road. They know to be there, so I think that's a good idea for us not to be there, you know? The Punisher mode is really nice.
That's it. No more. It's on now.
That wasn't so bad.
There we go. You hear like how the music transitioned back to the main theme over here. Another one of these stops. One day we'll be able to pick those signs up. I know it. Hey guys. Boom. These poor orcs didn't stand a chance. I do like that they place, you know, for people that don't really want to explore too much, they place most of the pickupables, the, you know, pickups, you know, near the road here, so that you'll still, you know, run into them. There is something nice about following a set path also, rather than blindly wandering through the forest, you know? Let's try Firebolt Blade.
You're dead. That's it.
That's cool. Let's try it again.
This ends here.
I think that's pretty nice.
That's that.
Okay, and up this way. Boom, boom, boom. I wonder if this is where we're supposed to be. bum. Hey there, you made it.
Pleasure to see you all again. And welcome to my humble ranch.
Managed to get your truck fixed?
Indeed I did. You must have been my lucky charms. She started up right after you left. Anywho, what can I do you for? You in the market for some fine feathered friends by any chance?
A chocobo.
Are we ever? Need him to get through the swamplands.
Then you have come to the right place. Back in the day, we had Republic ferries to get us from A to B, but now they're nothing but driftwood, sadly. We got the next best thing, though, Chocobos. To them, a bottomless bog's no worse than a kiddie pool. Now, ladies, you're probably wondering, what gives these birds the power to glide across swamps with ease? Would you believe that their fluffy feathers give them the buoyancy to float, while their limber legs can outrun a motorboat? Not even the dreaded Midgard Sormer, one of the fastest fiends around, can keep up with them.
Wow.
But you don't need convincing. You just need pointing to a hard-working chocobo.
I love
Nature's
his, like...
two-legged limousine.
He's got, like, a
So,
whole
can we rent
rehearsed
some?
speech.
Sure can. My grandson Billy's in the stable over yonder. He'll help you out.
What's your son's name? William? You just have a whole Bill family? Yeah, well, don't mind me. I'm just gonna loot your area a little bit. You can eat a chocobo. Oh, I can't use a weapon. Ooh, chocobo music, yay. Bum, 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 bum. Let's listen to music for a little bit. It's on sale, may as well, right? I love the ragdoll things in this game. Doom, doom, doo, 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 doo. I love it. Love the music so much. Okay, so anything else fun? I mean, this is the area towards that little tower thing. I assume that once we like get acquainted, they're gonna tell us what that's about, and it's probably gonna be something to reveal things on the map. If I had to guess, based on all the other games I've had with waypoint tower things, if we're lucky, it'll also give us a fast travel location. Okay, Aureate Pinion. A what? No, not transmutation. Transmutation, do we? Is that a transmuting? Oh, wait. Increases speed by 10. Okay, cool. May as well give you that. Okay. Anything to loot around the house here? No, can't even knock into those pots. How dare. How absolute dare. Can I go in the house? Aerith, calm down! Okay, I'm gonna just have to take a look at that in editing, because that was hilarious. She just flew into that bench.
Howdy!
Saw the sign. Need some chocobos to cross the swamp.
Sorry, Pops, but you're out of luck.
Pops.
Got no more birds. Last one went this morning.
What are these?
Could have fooled me, kid.
These are spoken for. That or they're not fit for riding.
Oh, but they're so cute.
But I can see you're in a bind, so I'll bump you up the list. For a price, of course.
Which is?
10 grand each.
Excuse me?
The thing is, we don't have that kind of money. Or any, really.
Well, there is one other option.
Catch them?
Only cost you $1,000. Is what a scoundrel might say. But I wouldn't dream of distressing y'all further. Just so happens one of our birds ran off the other day. Wild thing, but still a fine chocobo. If you can manage to find and catch him, then he's yours. Free of charge.
You sure?
Yeah, why not? Name's Pico. The hardest-headed bird you'll ever meet. By far. And he's the spitting image of Pops here. You can start by looking for his tracks. Find those, and you're sure to find the feet that made him. Now, wild chocobos can be a bit skittish around people. But if you play it cool and creep up real quiet-like, you'll wrangle them no problem.
I think we can do that. Thanks.
And one last thing. This info comes free of charge, provided you promise to stop by our shop. Speak to Chloe back there. She'll sell you whatever you need.
Okay.
Kid's a born businessman.
If y'all can catch our runaway and get his butt back here, riding and rearing lessons are on me.
Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling we'd have to do something like that, considering that you had to catch the chocobos previously as well. What is there for us to find back here? You just steal your stuff? Do you guys notice that I'm just taking your stuff here? Is this a weapon? Timeless rod. Ooh. Arcane ward. Boom. Oh, set weapon skills is there. Let's increase the ward duration. Okay. I think we have to be at a shop for that, but I just don't remember. It's been so long. It's been like less than a week since I've recorded, you know? And God forbid I go look at the tutorial instructions that the game provides for me. That would be horrible. Moolah Metal! Get out of my way, Aerith. Get out of my way. Whoop. Okay, so let's talk. You having fun here, Red?
Sorry about my brother. All he thinks about is money. He's just doing his job. We understand. I suppose, but he's been a real pain about it ever since our parents left. Say, are you guys from Midgar? Yeah, the Undercity.
Hey, have you been to Sector 7?
Do you happen to know Chocobo Sam?
We do.
Not very well, but yeah, I guess we do. Where is he?
Probably the Sector 6 slums. He's a big deal in Walt.
Why do you ask? I was thinking about reaching out. It's his fault Mom and Dad are gone, so...
Chloe, that's none of these good folks' business.
But they could help.
Don't tell anyone what she told you. Sam's one of the biggest names in the business. If he gets wind of that story, our ranch is done for.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with us. I promise. Oh, take these greens. You can give them to Pico when you find him.
Okay.
They were always his favorite treat, you see.
Gish
Maybe
grapes.
he'll come back once he's had a taste. Right. Should probably sell you stuff, huh? Billy will throw a fit if I don't at least try to get you to spend a few gil. No pressure, but if anything catches your eye. Also, if you have any golden plumes on you, I can exchange them for Chocobo gear. So be sure to hand them over if you do.
Ranch's tack shop will have Chocobo gear for sale, which can only be traded for golden plumes, rare feathers obtained by wrangling new Chocobos or repairing Chocobo stops. I knew it. More numinous ashes. Okay, so these are things that we can use for crafting. Neat. Shinra plate. It's cute.
I hope Pico doesn't give you all too much trouble.
Okay, golden plumes. New discovery made. Okay, let's... So will that show up anywhere, or that's just gonna kind of be... Where is that taking us? Oh, it's just a question mark. Okay, I was like, is that... How far do we have to go to find this Chocobo? Okay. So, where was... Right, I am transmuter. Let's see if, yeah, because we got a whole bunch of ashes now. Smelling salts. You lack the required materials for that, but we've made everything else we can over in here. I didn't realize that there was other stuff we can make over here. Whoops. A copper bracer and a wood sprite omelet. Huh. That's cool. Well, let's make as many of these as we can, right? Hey, we're level 5 now. I don't want to make revival earrings. I can't make these. And I need more for that. And a high potion, I need more. Planet's favor. What do I need? I need a lot of everything for that. 50 ore for that. $50 dues. Okay, so the actual equipment uses up a lot. A lot of stuff there. Let's see. +6 money. Yeah, that's pretty good. Copper bracer. So how's that different from what I have on right now? Oh, it's just an extra slot, but it's the same type of things. I'll give you the copper bracer. We still don't have any new materia I can give you, right? Oh, technically we have another steel. Sure, why not? No, I just gave you the hunter bagel. You, I'll give the leather to. No, you have a hunter also, and you can have leather. No, I'll give you a wood sprite. Let's see. I'll give you more spirit, because why not? And I'll give you earrings. Tifa's good with earrings. Okay. So like if I talk to you...
Hi, how can I help you today?
Okay, so that's just
Thank
gonna
you for
show up
stopping by.
as the place to go. Got it.
Need something?
Need something? How can I catch a wild chocobo?
Birds in the wild are much more skittish than kept ones. Gonna have to be real quiet on...
So we gotta
Good
follow
luck
the
wrangling
tracks and...
Pico.
Thank you.
All right, Pico. Where'd you run off to?
You mean Pico? Let's try looking for some traps.
Assume that first things first, we're going to leave this area. Do you have anything to tell us, sir?
I hear you have to wrangle yourselves a wild chocobo. Best of
thank
luck
you.
to y'all.
Follow the chocobo tracks. Wait. Aha! Where are we at for time? We're gonna go a little bit more. Let's see if we can catch the chocobo before time is up over here. Oh, there's a whole bunch of feathers here. He's okay. Good news is we're going into an area I haven't explored yet, so I was gonna go here anyway.
Bingo.
Aha.
Yeah! Come on, y'all. Let's go bag us a Chocobo.
Buddy, you're supposed to creep up on it. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of them.
Keep it down. When you're on the hunt, you don't want to startle your prey.
Pray? You know we're not here to kill him, right?
What?
Yeah?
Approach peak without being noticed. If you're in danger of being spotted, quickly press circle to roll out of sight. You can also distract him by throwing stones you pick up. Use L1 and thing to aim. Okay, so we're just playing, what's it called? Horizon. Buddy, how's it going? Oh, okay, so we can't be spotted by any of them. Haha! Okay, that actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Is it going to throw me off and I'm going to have to do it again? No. Hey, we got 2 golden plumes out of that. Hey, buddy. Look at you, you cutie.
Aw, isn't he just the cutest?
Chocobos really are the cutest.
You know, they are kind of similar.
Totally.
What does he want now?
Do you think maybe he's still hungry?
Sorry, that's all the food we had.
You gonna run?
But you know where there's more? Bill's place.
Back to the ranch it is then.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh man, he is booking it. Hey bud, what you doing? Please don't kick me. Okay, so these guys are just chilling over here. I love the Chocobo theme. There's so many versions of it. I want to say that either 7 or 5 have the best. I'm not sure. 10 is good. But yeah, see, this is directing us. But 5 is great. You know?
Ah, there's our guy.
Of course, like the electric to Chocobo and all the other versions in this game are
Nothing beats a
amazing.
little taste of home, now does it?
Yeah.
Not so much as a feather out of place. Got one healthy bird here.
Heck yeah.
Right?
Sure, though I wouldn't try till he's done eating. Once he's had his fill, though, I'm sure he'll come around to the idea, if we ask him nice. Ain't that right? I'll need to prep his gear and all that, so why don't you wait outside?
Okay. And by wait outside, you mean go and exchange things for,
I really can't thank you enough for bringing Pico back to us.
let's see. So, yeah, each of these is 1. So I'm gonna get... I don't really want the helmet for him. But... Not enough golden plumes. Oh, it costs 2. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine.
If you ever want to change your Chocobo's gear, feel free to use the stable just over there.
Okay. Choco Boutique. New discovery. Okay, so once Pico's ready. Who? Oh my god.
Hey there.
Chadley.
What a pleasant surprise. You do remember me,
How the
don't you?
heck did you get out here? Yup.
I knew you would. It was an absolute pleasure working with you in Midgar. Thank you again.
I want my
Your
summons back.
invaluable intel allowed me to create so much materia.
You seem a
Detecting
lot more
internal
lively.
monologue. The hell's this weirdo doing here?
Okay.
I was created by Professor Hojo, you know.
Say what now?
Though your thoughts could be read by any cyborg. But, to answer your question, I took a page out of your book and skipped town. Now, the whole world's my laboratory. Speaking of which, I have a favor to ask, if it's not too much trouble.
You need more battle intel.
That's the Cloud I know. Always eager to get on with it. But yes, though, I'd like you to activate some Remnawave towers first.
Haha, I knew it.
They were originally constructed by the Republic of Junon, but were claimed by Shinra
Republic
after
of
the war.
Junon.
Since which time they've sat idle and untouched, just waiting for someone to put them to good use. The more towers you activate around the world, the more my processing power will grow,
That's scary.
as will the area I can survey. I might even be able to construct a communications network independent of Shinra.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
How does that sound? You'd not only be helping me, but yourselves as well.
I don't see why not.
If we find any, we'll turn them on.
Wonderful. I thought you might say something like that. Let's get started then. See that tower? That's your first target.
Why couldn't you turn it on?
And this will activate it.
Oh, okay. Chad module.
As the tower is close by, allow me to accompany you.
Okay. There's something funny about a Chad module. But yeah, I saw a lot of people like talking online about like, Chad, what the heck do you mean he's a cyborg? And yeah, I don't remember them saying that in the game, but I can totally believe it. And
Here we
people
are.
say that he did mention it. When? I don't remember, but it makes sense considering what a weirdo he is. That's cool. Not as cool as a tall neck, though. So I'm just saying the Horizon games are amazing.
Tower activation confirmed. Initiating preliminary scan of the grasslands. I'll ascertain the locations of fiends and natural resources.
That's cool. Yeah, I saw someone else online saying like, you know, to explore first before activating the towers because it kind of like
After careful consideration,
not ruins
I've
things, but
devised
it
a new name for this type of research.
tells you where to go. But
I call it
I don't think I'm
World Intel.
gonna do that. I like having little things on the map to show me where to go. Chadley will employ the data you collect to develop new materia, create new combat simulations, and embark on other scientific endeavors. Activating the Remnawave towers you encounter and help Chadley deepen your understanding of this world.
I hope you'll assist me in gathering relevant data by completing various tasks on your travels.
Side
In return,
quests.
I will use the information you provide to develop new materia. Quid pro quo. To summarize,
quo.
I want us to become research partners.
Quid pro
But
quo.
before that, is there
Agent
anything you would like
Starling.
to ask?
I screwed that up. Developing materia.
With each piece of world intel you collect, you will also provide me with the data I need to develop new materia. What I ultimately produce, however, is for you to decide. I look forward to finding out what we can create together. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like?
Yeah, the Remnawave towers.
These communications towers were built by the Republic of Junon in order to further their understanding of the planet. They scan for all manner of
It's
signals,
interesting how Junon
which
is
in
now
turn
a
reveal myriad
Shinra
locations of
military town.
interest, such as long-forgotten ruins and rare natural phenomena. Should you happen to stumble across a tower, please activate it. I must urge you to proceed with caution, though. Feral beasts often claim these installations as their
Yeah, we
territory.
saw that.
Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like?
No. Yes.
With a special pair of
Yes.
goggles, you can do battle in a virtual arena, regardless of your real-world location. That's the combat simulator. Or
we did that
my
in the
combat
original,
simulator,
Remake.
as Shinra developed the stationary models first. And fret not, it will never be obsolete. I'll keep it up to date with intel from unique enemy encounters. I will also endeavor to implement all of the summons, once I finish analyzing the myths and legends surrounding them, of course. In fact, after poring over stories from the grasslands, I have finished implementing a new one, the towering colossus known as Titan.
Huh.
Engage him at your leisure.
That's cool.
Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like?
Yeah, intel related
Which
tasks.
particular task would you like to learn about?
Oh no, another menu. Lifespring surveys.
Simply put, life springs are formed when the
Oh,
life
hey, we
spring
saw one
reaches
of
the
those.
planet's surface. To Shinra, the volume of Mako that can be extracted from these springs is insignificant, certainly not worth the expense. But to us, they are a veritable font of knowledge. In order to tap these precious reserves, however, you will first need to find them. If you still have questions about world intel, please ask away.
Okay, combat assignments.
While it is normal for creatures to adapt to their environment, sometimes these adaptations make them a threat. I would like you to track down and eliminate these creatures, and amass data on them in
So
the
just
process.
tasks on killing
If you still
X
have
amount
questions
of
about
creature.
world intel, please ask away.
Okay, how about crystal analysis?
In certain remote areas, fragments of planetary wisdom have coalesced into crystalline forms. Though the knowledge contained within them is vast and varied, one subject is of particular interest to me, that of summons. If you would analyze the crystals in my stead, thus extracting said knowledge
I
from
wonder
them,
if that's that cave
I
that we
can
started
use
the
it to
episode at.
enhance our materia. If you
I
still
think
have
it is,
questions
maybe.
about world intel, please ask away.
We're gonna be very busy next episode. Proto-relic salvaging, maybe that's what it is.
Yes, I was hoping you would ask. I detected some strange energy signals earlier. My current theory is that they emanate from the
Yeah,
remnants of
that's
ancient
definitely what
artifacts.
that is.
But until we investigate, there's simply no telling what the sources might be. And since we have yet to identify them, I have taken the liberty of naming these objects proto-relics. A rather endearing name, if I may say so. At
Okay.
any rate, I would be grateful if you could investigate said curiosities and ultimately recover them for study.
Okay.
If you still have questions about world intel, please.
Nope.
Do you happen to have any?
Nope.
In that case, I see no reason not to begin at once. With your activation of this tower, my analysis of the grasslands has already yielded some data. Though hardly substantial, it is enough for me to create materia.
Cool.
Which of these would you like?
Fire and ice? That's nice. Ooh, that's nice. Auto unique ability allows an ally to automatically use unique ability. That's also nice. Morph is cool. I remember in OG FF7 you could use Morph to turn a specific enemy into like a guidebook or something that lets you get the underwater materia. But auto cast automatically use spells with linked materia when not actively controlled during battle. Man, these are all good. I really want fire and ice. Song of Ice and Fire. And you know what? Let's do auto unique ability. That's cool. Oh, I'm so glad they're just making new types of materia.
Long journey that lies ahead of you. And remember,
Aw.
you're not in this alone. Should you require assistance, just ask.
Oh my god. Combat simulator updates. Assessing and defeating new fiends will provide Charlie with the data he needs to update the simulator with combat challenges. Complete these challenges to earn a variety of rewards, such as powerful summoning materia. Speak with Charlie to access it. Version 3.1. Titan. Well, we're going to learn more about Know Thine Enemy. We're going to learn more about that in the next episode. Oh my god, next episode we're going to do a lot of exploring. Okay. Yeah, so we unlocked a whole bunch of stuff. Whole bunch of stuff here. Fiend Intel, Phenomenon Intel, Expedition Intel, Plains Tower. Man, okay. So it shows where all the towers are over there too, which is great. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. This has been Sephiroth Level 4. And yeah, next time we're gonna do fun stuff there. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.